round. Online. Drink match. Comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Jump in finds the mark. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Gets the counter. That counter's got to work out. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Throws them to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. Can't take the throw. KO. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediate jump in. Who's going to start things off? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with their fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Get scooped from down low. Quick breather. Scrapping it out up close. Smart play with the throw. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball. Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. Are we gonna see a comeback here? We kept a close eye on the skies and it paid off. Good reactions there. Player two is the last fighter standing. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Long low attack hits. Good anti-air. Wow, shut down. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. What's their game plan here at this critical stage?
How's this?
Shoots off a fireball up close.
How's this?
We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat? Opts for the throw to close it out. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Got their eye on the air. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Player two needs to use the front of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Hits them with a stopping block. Streetlight kick for a mix-up. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. This is gonna hurt. The low. No! Critical right now?
Bad mistake.
Doesn't take the throw. Player two comes away with the win.
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Definitely shuts out the jumping. Checks with the projectile. Low heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long-reaching attack. Player two is in burnout. Drives off the table. They need to hold out. Player two has used up all of their drive gauge. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Takes a trip. The jump in catches them. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 2 in there! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Checks them with the projectile. Combo with the target combo. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Jump? Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Took him to the corner and a flash. Brushes that off and keeps going. Going in. Jumps up, drops him hard. A real test of nerves here. What'll be the plan here? Both sides. Beast and snares them with a board shot. That was the highest I've ever seen. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Medium kick hits. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Player 1 has the life advantage. Can they exploit this advantage? Big, low, reaching heavy. Takes a trip. Misses the drive impact. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Very solid corner smash. Life lead opens up. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Changes the pace with an air dare. Good judgment there. Player target locked and scoop. They just won't stop switching sides. Both fighters planning something, hit them with a stopping bomb. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Gotta be careful not to whip at this point. They're going for the super art. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Doing some quick planning? Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. Drops him hard. Throws a fireball. Pack your bags. We're going to Siberia. Oh, here we go. Big time whip. Wraps it up with a throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jump? Jump! Odds nothing but air! Low heavy! The low kick hits! Quick dash! Player 2 with a ring! Nothing stops this train! What's next? Player 2! Oh my god, they just choked it up! They're in range! We gonna see a jump in? They are done! Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match! They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Pack your bags. We're going to Siberia. There's a change of sides. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. This is a gigantic life lead. How are they going to deal with this? Takes a trip. Nice solid counter. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Taking stock, cleans up the round, ending it with a powerful drive impact.
Round 2.
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Checks them with a projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Super clutch corner switch. Going in, smart play to stop the opponent. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Reads the jump in perfectly. We have the super doesn't hit. Excellent read. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Amazing! Big time whiff! Headbutt in there! Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to get a breather with a projectile.
Hadouken!
Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. What is he thinking here? Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Just out of range for that throw. Takes a trip. Ends the round with a punish counter. Living in the opponent's head rent-free right now. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Big, low, reaching heavy. Scrapping it out up close. Player two got completely shut out that round. Can they make a comeback? Throws out a projectile. Knockdown and superb. Ooh. Hits them with a stopping block. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage, but goes for the Shin Hashogeki. It's a good spot to use the super. Gotta be careful not to whip it. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Crowns him from above. Ooh, what a smart throw. What drives it back misses. Low heavy. What's this Chiku Hado gonna do? Player one wraps it up with a throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. This is gonna hurt. The low. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. This can lead to some big damage. The Dragon Lash Super hits home. Okay, here we go. Low heavy. Target combo into. Here comes the corner pressure. Punish counter sets the table. What's next? Ooh, crushes the shins. This is a critical. Here comes the boom. The super's blocked. They are done. Player two is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball. Throws out the fireball to check out. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Backs them into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player one needs to deal with this burnout. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Player KO. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Fireball from very long range. What's next? Combo with the target combo. Hits them with a stopping block. Overdrive a Shogeki for more damage. A quick breather. Still scrapping for control of the space. Jumps in. Not much life difference. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Adds a bit of OD spice there. A parry? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Turns out the low. Corrects them. Some closes it out. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight? All right, first round. What's going to happen? Jump in finds the mark. Low kicks are a no-go. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Closes the gap for the grab. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Blocks the low heavy. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 2 is almost dead but can get some. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Closing. What's next? Risky up close springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Smart play with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. From low heavy to... Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Medium kick. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Reads the jump in perfectly. Noticeable life lead, the low. Breaks through with the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Starts things off with a jump. All the throw connects. Goes with the crowns him from above. A jump. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Player 2 can't let this anti-air in the clutch. Keeps them out. There's the counter we wanted. Okay, nothing stops this train. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Face out, so it is over. Player 1 delivers the upset. That's one for the replay.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Zones with the fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw.
How's this?
Feeling out the spacing. Throws out a projectile. Time's the only thing moving here. Gets a chance with that jump. We are near the end of the round. Can either fight KO? Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Sticks the jump in. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. Drive rush to keep it going. They were right to be on guard there. KO. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're about to see a mirror match go down where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? Starting the action off with some fireballs. Goes for the fireball. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Starts with a jumping. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around into KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Burns the drive gauge. Grabs him. Closes the gap for the grab. Feeling out the spacing. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. They're trading attacks. Goes for the jump in. Still scrapping for control of the space. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Blocks it. Blocks the low heavy and barely blocks the jump in. Both uses the gauge for a super art. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see! In, real, rip-off!
Bet that.
Good hit the drive! One chance here may end this match. Looking for a hole, what a finish! Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Starts off zoning with fireballs. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Low heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Both fighters have no meter. Who's going to make the first move? Gaining some meter would open up the opportunity to deal huge damage, but that's easier said than done. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? We're at the halfway point of the round, and both fighters should be well past the warm-up phase. Takes a trip. Throws out a projectile. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 chases them down. Heading into the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Knockdown. Here, this is gonna be bad in there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Yo, put that away. What a clean counter. Gets them with the anti-air. Sure you can. Knockout and gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. A quick breather. Player 2, ooh, what a smart throw. We're at a standstill, but we're willing to risk it for the overdrive. Crowns them from above. Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. No question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Player 1 proved to be the victor in that mirror match.
Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round 1.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Are they trying to bait out the jump? We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. What are they thinking here? Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Blocks the jump in. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Jump in finds the mark. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Neither of them willing to back off here. Throws out a projectile. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Checks him with the boom. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Where is their opening? Sonic boom! Keeps fighting ahead even with a depleted drive gauge. Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come into play. Player 1 will have to fight back here without any drive. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Checks him with the boom. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Just out of range for that throw. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach, or springs forward with the drive rush? Closes the distance. Sonic Blade's a fish for a reaction. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Sonic boom! Player in with the crossover. Connects with the throw. Drives it back, misses. Smart play with the throw. And whips. They're wide open. Both absolutely refusing a fireball at that range. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Checks him with the boom. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Blocks the jump in. Can't tech the throw. Player 2 chases them down. Takes a trip. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Taking stock. They need to rely on their instincts here. Goes for the invincible special. They were confident that would hit. Player 1 with a good start to the fight. But can they keep it up? Sonic boom! Are we going to see some fireworks here? Projectile to try and change the situation. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Checks them with the boom. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. Both fighters planning something? Sonic Blade's a fish for a reaction. Barely blocks the jump in. Knockdown and throw whip. Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up! They choose to spend the... This is gonna kill! No doubt about it! Did not miss that chance and takes the round! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Boom! This is the time to use fireball to chip away at an opponent. Sonic boom! Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. Player 1 has the super gauge knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Anti-air in the clutch. Rolls out the Sobot. Both fighters planning something? Low heavy. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Take the low. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation to use their shot. But punish counter sets the table. Only 50% life left, and it all on the super! Not shy one bit about it! Sonic Blade to steal a turn! Punish counter on reaction! Oh, it's enough! Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle! Talk about all.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Allows them to negate the block. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 takes up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Long low attack hits. Decides to meet them in the air. Denies the low heavy. Combo with the target combo. Scrapping it out up close. Anti-air drops him. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Goes air to air and takes their turn. What'll happen here? Baits out the low kick. Long range fireball to break the silence. Doing some quick planning? They decide to take a breather to regroup. Barely blocks the jump in. Low heavy, but no go. This can lead to some big damage. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 1 is mounting a comeback. What else is up their sleeve? Chucks the fireball to continue their hold over their zone. Oh, could be the start of something. A jump? Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Medium kick. Knocked them out of the air. There's a drive impact. This is a critical moment. Both sides getting ready. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Player 1 shows they are truly the best of the best. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Decides to go in with the target combo. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Had the radar up and running. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Alright, what's coming up next? Does a good job of pushing back. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Knockdown. Checks with a medium kick. Can't tech the throw. Takes a trip. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Hits them with a stop and bop. Bops him with a target combo. This is gonna be bad news. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Looking for a chance. So, what's next? G-right kick for a mix-up. Max ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
That
Big super art hit. It's on. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Both of our combatants are, can this drive bring them back? Player 1 will need to play it conservative and, ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, here we go. Knocks them out of the air. Player 1 drops them. The throw missed. A jump? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Jump! What are they gonna do? Changes the pace with the fire. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. So, what's next? Big parry, the projectile hits! Fantastic positioning on show during that round. Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. From up above. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. There's a corner switch. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Takes a trip. Life lead over, sneaks in the throw. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Fires off in overdrive. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Okay, creating some space here. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Pops them with a shorty. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Knockdown and solid anti-air. Oh, snipe. Goes low. Huge chance after that wall smash. What's next? Oh, critical art now? A real test of nerf flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Drop them. Does he die? What now? Drive it back, misses. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They got us and whiff. They're wide open. Clutch anti-air. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. This can lead to some big damage. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Chuck the fireball to continue their hold over their zone. Who will set the bait at this range? Somehow Mech Rose! What now? Drives it back, misses! Any throw will whiff at that range. Who's done it? Oh my god, they just choked it up! I am the prize! What Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage!
Comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Gotta do this. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Oh, whiffs the drive impact. Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. Deal some damage with that quick combo. That was a solid anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Saw that low heavy coming. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Taking stock. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Player 1 is it, and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Anything could happen here. Nails the anti-air. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. The jump-in is denied. This is the perfect KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Grabs him, pops him with a shoryu. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Shoryuken? Both fighters planning something? Player 2 is experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a solid anti-air. Blocks the low kick. Amazing. This is gonna hurt. Closes it out. Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Hits him with a stopping block. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Will this decision pay off for them? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Taking stock. Well-timed corner switch. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Knockdown. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive. Nice counter. Getting into the end game now. It's getting tense. Knockdown and does a good job of pushing back. One chance here may end this match. Manages to block the jump-in attack. In there! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Connects with medium kick. Nails the anti-air. Hits him with a stopping block. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Player 1 is the last fighter standing.
Comes a new challenger.
It's a mirror match. There's going to be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to bait him with the projectile. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Still slugging it out here. The low kick is blocked. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. The low doesn't connect. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Is the left gap KO? Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, snap kick sends him spinning. G-right kick for a mix-up. Player 2, nice counter. Sends a clear message with that counter. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Grabs and throws him away. Both fighters are super hard. This Dragon Blast frame could be big. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive hard KO? Player 2 gained a hard-fought victory there. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Checks him with a projectile. That was a solid anti-air. Wow, shut down. The cross-up connects. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Takes a trip. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Ooh, snap kick sends them spinning. Jumps in. The throw missed. Smart play with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. That's not gonna hit. What'll happen here? Whips the impact. Barely blocks the jump in. Knockdown and medium kick hits. Uses the target combo as a filler. Connects with the throw. Oh, here comes Yo! Rock hits them with a quick low kick. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Immediate jump in. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Shows the medium kick. Bear, ooh, what a smart throw. Both fighters planning some drops them hard. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Getting up close and propose them. Amazing block, super hard incoming. Low heavy. Player one needs to take advantage of the cage disparity. Quick dash. Okay, here we go. Turns out. Back into the crown from above. Low heavy out of nowhere. Player one survived that tense mirror match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Drops in with a Tatsu. Quick dash in. Side switch in the corner. Connects with medium kick. Still very early in the round. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Sticks the combo. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Takes a trip. Checks him with a projectile. Life lead opens up. Tom eats it up with a combo into super. Are they thinking about how to steal this round? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Knockdown and goes for the super arc. Each hit is so important here. Both fighters are... That was a well-placed projectile. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Zones with the fireball. Goes low. Player 2 chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side kick. Gets scooped from down low. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Risky up-close scrap still going. Side switch in the corner. Player 1, if this unleashes some big damage, what'll happen here? Reads the jump and KO! Player 2 proved to be the victor in that mirror match.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Checking their opponent. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. No heavy. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. That's teaching you can't just throw out moves. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Low heavy for the win. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start the round. They hit each other. Checks them with the projectile. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Grabs them. Good work staying in throw range there. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 1 has the right lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Medium kick. Sure you can. A quick breather. Long range fireball to break the silence. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Looking for a chance. Shuts that down with a parry. Slides in with a fist to keep the pressure on. One chance here may end this match. The kick hits. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Big opportunity coming. Player one took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Looking for a chance, brushes that off and keeps going. Plenty of health, full gauges, let's go. Low heavy. Player two. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Excellent read. All the throw connects. Both sides getting ready. The low kick hits. Cross up attack. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. A real test of nerves here. Looking for a hold. Gotta do better than that. Excellent block. Who are they swinging at? Burns out. Oh, you're grounded. Player two is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.